rights in Cameroon.
There are rumors that the military and separatists are the ones who are to blame for this issue. In August, the separatists said that they would allow schools to reopen, but without a security guarantee and at a date of their choosing. A quote to represent how the people are feeling about this issue is, "We are not name-calling, we are not blaming. We are just saying if we want to build this nation, and if we want peace and prosperity for the generations ahead of us, we need to put all the guns down, sit on the table and talk about it. Nothing else will work." Violated are the rights to an education, Article 26, right to life, liberty, and personal security, Article 3, freedom from interference with privacy, family, and correspondence, Article 12. How are these rights being violated? The rights to education are being violated because students and teachers are being kidnapped from school and returned later, but the headmaster is usually killed. The students in this region have started being shut down because of this issue, so children are now no longer receiving an education. The right to life, liberty, and personal security. At these schools, the security guards surprisingly go missing, so that is how the rebel personal security is taken away. Their parents' right to life, liberty, and personal security. At these schools, the security guards surprisingly go missing, so that is how the kidnappers get in. So the students' personal security is being taken away, and their parents' own security is being taken away because they entrusted the school for their child's safety. Freedom from interference with privacy, family, and correspondence. The students' privacy and home life was taken away, and their parents are not told how their children get taken, but then they get returned a couple weeks later. One of the first laws that affected Jewish students was the law against overcrowding in German schools and universities. This means it restricted the number of Jewish children allowed in schools not to exceed 1.5% of the total number of students. Jewish children of war veterans and those with non-Jewish parents were initially exempted. Jewish children were banned from many public spaces and everyday activities like going to the park or going swimming. Those things were forbidden. Right to life, liberty, and personal security. Many lives were taken away from the Holocaust victims. They had no personal security because they were locked up within the camps. Freedom from interference with privacy, family, and correspondence. These victims were not able to have any of these things within the camps, and many of the victims lost their family. The Nazis took privacy of the victims away, and they were no longer allowed to have access to the outside world. Why are they considered to be human rights? These are considered to be human rights because it fulfills the basic needs such as an education, privacy, food, and more. Human rights protects people from abuse from people in power.
Now we're going to talk about the call to action. The military needs to guard these schools where the rebel groups are taking the children.
The military needs to guard these schools where the rebel groups are, because security guards are going missing during these attacks. Security guards need to be checked by the Cameroon government to make sure that there is no connection between the rebel groups within the area. More people can bring awareness on this topic by using the hashtag Cameroon kidnapping.
If you're taking any pictures of our project and would like to post them on social media, make sure to use our hashtag Cameroon kidnapping. So now we're going to talk about SPICE. This is social because students are being taken from school against their will and some are returning within a few days. This is political because the government is trying to get all of the rebels groups out of Cameroon because the rebel groups who is doing this is not claiming they attacked. This is cultural because this affects everyone around the world because there are children who are being taken against their will at school. This is E because this affects the country of Cameroon because many people are moving and fleeing the region because the rebel group. By people fleeing the country, more jobs are open.
To watch the video, you guys need to scan the QR code. This video shows a student who was freed and what he went through, and what his parents went through. Please enjoy watching.